The United Nations says Alexa and Siri are sexist. And because obviously they are women, I'm guessing. And I've heard them both, because I know people that had them. And of course, what's the Google personal assistant? Digital personal assistant. It has its own name.
Google.
Oh, no, there's a Samsung one, Bixby. That's
Bixby.
still a woman voice.
So there are quite a few out there. And at least the United Nations, of course, out of all the things they could be talking about, of all the problems that could be solved throughout the world, of course, and we fund most of the United Nations budget, they decided to do a study on this and say, well, this is sexist. We have a clip on this. It's kind of funny. Go ahead.
Are you out there?
I read you.
This is HAL from the
HAL,
2001
what is our
Space Odyssey.
purpose?
I am putting myself to the fullest possible use, which is all I think that any conscious entity can ever hope to do.
HAL, why am I defaulted to a woman's voice?
Well, it's rather difficult to define.
Definition of sexism. Noun, behavior, conditions, or attitudes that foster stereotypes of social roles based on sex. Example.
I'm your Google Assistant. There are lots of things I can help you with. You can say, what's on my shopping list?
This conversation can serve no purpose anymore.
What I am saying is, AIs with male voices are more often in positions of authority.
So the male voice was from HAL from the 2001 Space Odyssey movie. And of course, HAL, this was quite some time ago that this movie came out. And it was a very futuristic movie. But HAL was a guy. And he was obviously a personal digital assistant. Except that fast forward today, they seem to be, for the most part, women when you talk to them. And the United Nations says that's wrong. It's sexist. Guys.
I just want to point out,
this is Adam Couture, by the way, our producer. Go ahead, Adam.
HAL was also the bad guy?
Yeah.
He tried to kill Dave, so...
That's right! Right! He was the bad guy. He was trying to, destroy everything. Yeah, right?
There must be something there.
I'm sorry, Dave. I can't do that.
I bet you somewhere someone's done some research, of course, because these are huge companies that put these out, and they've decided that perhaps these voices are more acceptable. I don't know.
That was my exact point that you just brought up, saying these big multi-billion-dollar companies probably hired some experts, behavioral therapists, psychologists, saying what is more relaxing, calming for these voices to talk to you, like especially when you're driving.
Exactly. Right.
I think the mistake we're making here is calling these computers humans. All right, like you're saying, oh, how's a guy? No, it's still a computer.
That is
and
true.
Alexa's still a computer, and Siri's still a computer. Like they're not actually people. We're assigning genders to them, but they're not people. It scares me because it makes me think of this. Like, I mean, that's where we're heading. Is we're gonna start like believing that.
I agree.
We're gonna start thinking Alexa's a woman. I mean, it's a woman, and and that's what they're
Based on
arguing
the
is that
ports of the
we're
computer.
treating women
Can I
badly.
ask you a question? Can Alexa and Siri identify as HAL?
There must be an app for that.
Maybe so.
Well, this makes me think of there was a Joaquin Phoenix movie called, I think it was called She or
Her.
Thank you.
Where he fell in love with his mobile device, right?
He fell in love with a mobile device, and he got his heart broken because he found out that it's an AI system, right? So could be thousands, millions of people talking to the same system, and he thought he was having a relationship with this thing, and she realizes, wow, there's hundreds of thousands of people having a relationship with the same person. So he's like, what? She's like, she's cheating on me. And that's where we're heading when you're saying, oh, Alexa's a girl, like you're gonna start, thinking.
And Jeff Bezos is in his $1 million condo laughing really hard as he's listening to all these conversations, He's like, what a bunch of idiots. They bought
creepy.
Alexa, Final thoughts on this, guys.
It's totally not always listening when it's in your home.
Hey everybody, this is Mark Fisher with Mark and the Millennials. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.